A fuel station sells gasoline and kerosene. The fuel station makes 15 cents on every gallon of gas. So let me underline that. So it sells gasoline. Let's use red. Gasoline, and makes 15 cents on every gallon of gas. And it sells kerosene. Kerosene feels like it should be a light green. And makes 25 cents on every gallon of kerosene. The station needs to make $300 in gasoline and kerosene sales to make its fueling operation viable. So we want $300 of. We need to make $300. So graphing kerosene, graph gasoline and kerosene sales that will result in the station making $300. So since there's two variables here and they seem to be independent, let's make one of them, let's make the gasoline a red X. How about that? X. And kerosene, we're going to make that a Y. So to be perfectly, well, to be a little bit more formal, we would write let X equal, fix my pad here, let X equal the number of gallons of gasoline and I'm just going to write gas, and Y equals the number of gallons of kerosene. Now, it sounds like a linear problem, and it turns out it is, but if every gallon you make 15 cents on gas, let's just think about the case where if we sold no kerosene and only gasoline. So I'm going to write, we're going to do a table of values here, and this is we're never too good to try a table of values. So let's put X up here. I'm going to stop switching from color to color for a minute. Let's put X up here and Y over here. When Y equals 0, okay, so there is we did not sell any kerosene. How much gasoline do we need to sell in order to make $300? Let's just think about that. How much gasoline do we need to sell to make $300? Well, if we make 15 cents on every gallon, and we needed to get up to $300, well, we could just start counting. We could say, well, if we sold one, it would be 15 cents. If we sold two, we'd make 30 cents. If we sold three, we'd make 45 cents. And this would take me a long time to get up to 300. So this is very basic arithmetic. You could just home right in on this right here. Right? If we sold 2 gallons, we would make 30 cents. So if we sold 200 gallons, we'd make $30, right? That's just multiplying both of these by 100. So 2,000 gallons would get us $300, which is what we want. So X equals 2,000. If Y equals 0, X has got to equal 2,000 to get us up to $300. Now, just this is just counting. All algebra and just about everything is counting. I should do another video on that, how calculus is just counting. But the algebra, the not the equation, but the algebra behind it is you take $300 and divide by 15 cents. And this is also called dimensional analysis, $15 per gallon. When you divide dollars by dollars, you can think of the dollars canceling, and we're left with 1 over gallons, which is the unit we want to have in our final answer. Right? Dividing by gallons in the denominator is multiplying by gallons in the numerator, and this will give us 2,000 gallons. So please, you got to skip ahead if this is very rudimentary, because I'm about to do y the same way. I'm about to do our when x equals 0, what is y going to equal? Remember, x being 0 means we sold no gallons of gasoline. So we only sold kerosene. We still want to get up to $300. So we divide by how much we make, 25 cents. 25 cents per gallon. Again, this is dimensional analysis here, but if this is what turns you on, that's great, because I mean, just about anything in math turns me on. So if you want to think of it this way, if you want to make a table of values, I like this especially because you can see those dollars cancel. I love canceling stuff. And we have 1 over gallons in the denominator, so gallons will be in the numerator, and we have 300 divided by 25, or 300 divided by a quarter. Oh, let's even do it this way. We have 300 divided by 1/4, and again we have gallons. Well, what does it mean to divide something by a quarter? That's the same as multiplying 300 by 4 gallons, and that's 1,200 gallons. Okay, so we didn't need to run to our calculator for this one. So let's put this other point here, 1,200 gallons. All right, so I'm going to erase this. Hopefully you got that. So now we have 2 points. Whoops, and gallons is implied, so I'm going to erase that too. So now we have 2 points. We have a terrible y-axis, a little bit less terrible y-axis. Here's our x-axis. We have a point, x equals 2,000 when y equals 0. This point is 2,000, comma 0. This point right here is 0, is the x value, 1,200. 0, comma 1,200. We have a straight line. Oh man, that's a terrible straight line. And y, that should be a straight line, okay? And why should why shouldn't it go outside this area? Well, we can't sell a negative number of gallons of gasoline or a negative number of gallons of kerosene.